Hi, I'm Rebecca Antonucci, and this is Tim Burks. And today we're going to talk about getting fuel at truck stops.
All right, let's talk shop.
All right, Tim, so if I'm a driving associate, probably every trip I take, I'm going to be putting fuel in my truck. But what if I have a refrigerated trailer? Is there anything special I should know?
It's a great question. So yes, there are. So number one, every load you get, you're going to get a fuel route. And in that fuel route, it's going to know whether you're going to, just need truck fuel, whether you have a reefer. Our system's automatically going to know that. But there are a few processes that you have to go through and understand when you go to get fuel, say at the truck stops. And so the first process is make sure you go to the authorized fuel stop that you have that's in your fueling route. And most of the time you'll get 1 to 2, sometimes 3 options for that fuel. But what we want to talk about is what do you do when you get to the pump, right?
Yes.
And what the importance of making sure you complete that transaction the right way is, okay? And so there's some reasons for that. Number one is, there's different taxes that apply, whether it's truck fuel versus reefer fuel. Reefer fuel, we don't pay taxes on. Truck fuel, you do. But it's important that those transactions stay separate. What happens is in today's environment, when you go to the truck stop, you pull up to the pump and you slide your card in, and you're going to enter your basic information, truck number, driver code. But today, the pumps ask you off of one transaction, do you need tractor fuel, reefer fuel, and DEF? And depending on what you select, it's going to set up all those different queues for you to be able to get the fuel or the DEF that you need. It's also extremely important that once you say, for example, that you say you needed diesel fuel, you needed reefer fuel, and you need DEF, each one of those transactions, you have to rehang the pump. So you would pump the tractor fuel. When you're done with that, you'd hang that nozzle up, and then it would prompt to say, okay, now you're ready for your DEF. You would fill your DEF, you would hang that nozzle up, and then it would say, okay, now you're ready for reefer fuel.
Okay.
And they have to be done in those orders. And it's important that those nozzles get hung back up because that's what triggers the system to do the next transaction. The system knows that you've got to fuel the truck and do the DEF first, because 9 times out of 10, you've got to pull forward before you can do the reefer fuel.
Got it. So we're not like going back and forth
Correct.
with the fuel island.
Correct. The most important thing is just follow the prompts that are on the screen.
Okay.
And each truck stop's a little different, but they all ask you the same information. So you just simply answer the questions and then follow the prompts. The biggest thing is make sure you hang that nozzle up so it goes to the next transaction.
Gotcha. Perfect. Awesome. Thank you, Tim. And thank you everyone for all you do out there as well.
Thank you guys. Please stay safe.